This is a video for lesson 1.2. What we need to do here is know the what. What are we doing? Well, we're adding to what we are learning about numbers. We know about factors, we know about divisors, we know about dividends, products, we know about proper factors, we know about quotients. Now we're going to add to our foundation, and this is for Unit 1, Primetime Book, Investigation 2. The focus question for this 1.2 lesson is, what information about a number can you find by looking at its factors? So if you know a number's factors, it can tell you something even more about the number. So the vocabulary for today that I want you to write into your spiral notebook, just like I have, the two words are prime number and composite number. Prime number. A number with exactly two factors, one in itself. I have an example here. 11 is a prime because it has only two factors, 1 and 11. The only way we can make 11 happen is to take 1 times 11. So these are the factors, and that's a factor pair. And that's just one example. Composite number. A whole number with factors other than 1 in itself. An example is 20. So if we have 20, if we list all the factor pairs of 20, and we should be good at this from playing the factor game, listing all the factor pairs, we can see that this number, 20, has factors more than just one in itself. So a number such as 20, we call a composite number. So pause the video and fill out your notes in order in your spiral. Why are we learning this? We're learning this because if we can answer the focus question, we'll learn more about numbers just by looking at their factors. So remember, the focus question is, what information about a number can you find by looking at its factors? If you know the factors of a number, you can further divide a number into categories, the categories in this case being prime, a prime number, or a composite number. So we're continually building our math foundation. That's the why. So what are we going to be doing, or how are we going to be doing it? Well, we're going to be learning about primes and composite numbers by playing or doing this problem, 1.2, playing to win, playing the factor game to win. Prime and composite numbers. You noticed some patterns in the factor game that made you more successful or less successful if you didn't figure them out. And the patterns of numbers that you chose had something to do with prime and composite numbers. And this lesson is going to help you figure that out. So 1.2 is a group problem that we'll do in class. And it looks like this. And I'm just introducing you to this problem so that tomorrow in class you can get right down to business with your group. You'll be making a factor table. You'll just be making a table of all the possible first moves for numbers 1 through 30 in the factor game. For each move, list the proper factors of the number, then record the scores you and your opponent would earn. So what you'll use for this, you're going to use this. I've got to bring this to the forward here. You're going to use this, oops, and I'll give you this in class, and you'll fill out the first 30 moves. So the first 30 moves, what will you fill out? You're going to list the proper factors, they'll go here, what your score would be, and then what your opponent's score would be. So for the first 30 numbers. So I'll give you this in class. And then once you get those 30 done, you'll be looking for patterns, explaining what is the best move and why, which first move makes you lose your turn and why. You'll be listing all the first moves that allow your opponent to score only 1 point. And we'll be talking about why those numbers or first moves have to do with prime numbers. You'll be looking at all the first moves that allow your opponent to score more than 1 point, and we'll be relating these to composite numbers. And then you'll continue down D, E, and F. So this will be the group problem for tomorrow. Last but not least, let's review. A prime number has only 2 factors, one in itself. Here are the first 5 primes: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. 0 and 1 are neither prime nor composite. Composite number, they have more than 2 factors, The first 8 numbers, well, first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first 6 composite numbers are 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, and 14. Last but not least, on your Chromebook, you could try to go to this. I'm going to circle it for you. See if you can do this on your Chromebook. Go to this site. It's a Shepherd software site, and I can't run it on my iPad because it requires Flash. But it's called, there's a game on there called, I think Fruit Shoot is the one. This one right here. And it'll help you practice prime. So give that a try. Thanks for listening to this video.